Greetings, 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 greetings. Greetings to one and all, and welcome back to the channel. If for the first time you're coming across this channel, please remember to subscribe. Now today's program starts right now. I'm making it official that the Herb Tea Sunday program will be every Sunday at 2 p.m. So I come to the conclusion that we will start this program every Sunday at 2 p.m. UK time. So welcome to this episode of Herb Tea Sunday. And today we're having something for the immune system. So we're gonna work on something for the immune system this Sunday here or today. Because in this area where we live in the Western Europe, the UK or London to be specific, at this time of the year people are having cold and flu and stuff like that. So this is just something to reboot the immune system and get it ready for the season. If you already enter the season, then you can still use it. If you already have the flu or cold, still use it so that it keeps you away from having it. This is not a medicine. This is a herbal blend. So I want to put 1 liter of water in this pot. I want to put 1 liter of water in this pot. This is a cast iron pot. Over the years we've been using the wrong vessel to cook in. I would just suggest that you use either cast iron, surgical steel, stainless steel, glass, clay, and etc. But try and stay away from aluminum as much as you can. See if you can stay away from aluminum. Greetings to those who join or just joining. Welcome to the program. This week's program is Herb Tea Sunday. And today's ingredients I want to show you first before I start putting them in. Let me see if I can just get something nice and presentable to put them in. Show you. So here I have cinnamon. Okay. Actually, I'm just gonna rest it there. You can see. Let me know if you can see. Put a yes in the comment box. Greetings, hello. What I'm doing is making tea. You get your lemon. Please wash your lemon properly. Wash your herbs properly. This is bay leaf. So I got cinnamon, bay leaf. I got ginger. I got lemon. I got orange. And I got onion. So let's repeat that. See if we can recap. We got orange, onion, lemon, cinnamon, bay leaf, and ginger. So that is 6 ingredients, but there's a 7th, and the 7th is honey. Now that honey is not gonna go in here. That you leave till last. So this in tea, I've got 7 ingredients. I will put them in the description as soon as the video is uploaded. So here we go. You wash your lemon good because you're gonna put it in there with the skin. You wash your orange good because you're gonna put it in there with the skin. We just need one slice of lemon, right? But I'm gonna cut it out into about. I'll go for 4 pieces. So your lemon in there. Let's get you 1 slice of orange. Orange going in with the peel. So make sure you wash it properly. 1 slice of orange. Very nice. Orange going with the peel, so make sure you wash it properly. orange inside there. Now your onion. The onion, you get a small one. Just use a half, because the onion is very powerful. You want the red onion. If you don't have the red onion, you can still go ahead and use the white one, but specifically I would like you to get the red onion. See, it is a half of a small one. If it's a big one, then it's a quarter. I'm gonna cut that up. You're gonna put that in there. Alright. You're gonna wash off your cinnamon. Let me wash this cinnamon. Make y'all like that, please. Hit the like button, please. Thank you for joining. Wash off your cinnamon and put them in there. I already washed the bay leaf, so this is bay leaf. I just need 3 because I'm doing 1 liter. Now the ginger, I leave it for last because I want to cut it quite small. If you want the ginger to be strong in there, you can grate it. Or I have this mortar here where you could just put it in there and pound it up a couple of times. So let's cut up this ginger. We don't need all of this. We're going to put about 1.5 inches of ginger. So about that much. I'm going to cut it a bit smaller, but I want to show you. So as I'm saying, this tea here is for building the immune system or getting the immune system ready for the season, cold and flu season. So it's an immune booster, right? It's not medicine. We don't want to use the word medicine here because we have issues with YouTube thing. So what we're using is the word herbal blend. So this program is Herb Tea Sunday, and we're making a herbal tea, herbal blend with ginger, onion, orange, lemon, cinnamon, and bay leaf. Okay? Thank you for joining the program. Welcome back to this week's program. It's for the first time you join this program, please hit the subscribe button and please give us a like. Thanks for the 1 like. So this tea here now is we want it to boil for 15 minutes. So let's set a 15 minutes timer. Alright, see, we can say it's been boiling now already for about, say, 5. So let's get let's put 10 then. Alright, so that's, I'm putting a 10 minutes timer right there. While it boil up, could probably cover it. Yeah, cover it. Yeah, because I wanted you to see what's going on inside. That's why it wasn't covered. But you could cover it so that the thing is it stay with inside. I want to talk about a few things while that is boiling up. Now I buy these cups here. I bought 2 on eBay. 1 is still solid. The next one is already broken. You can see cup is quite thin, as well as I think the seller didn't package it properly. When you post in fragile glass, it is only smart or wise for you to put fragile on the package so that the delivery driver don't handle it so rough, handle it with a little bit of care. So I've lost one of my cup. I can appeal and email the seller, but I choose not to. I probably will, but I didn't do it yet. So I lost half of my money because I only get 1 cup. Because the packaging wasn't so great, that's number 1. And number 2, there was no fragile sticker on the packaging. So I won't blame the delivery driver, I'll blame the seller. But it's a nice cup, it's just a little bit too thin, so I will be trying to get another one in the near future. This one is not so great. I could tell that it's gonna break very, very soon. I had one before, very nice one. I can tell you where I bought it. I bought it in Lewisham, London, Shields Pharmacy. I don't know if they still sell it, but it's a pharmacy slash health store. Trust me, there's no paid promotion here. I'm just giving you information on how to get things because I've got it, and that's where I get it from. And that was a good cup. It wasn't broken, it's just missing. I might have put it in my shipment when I'm selling stuff home. Let's see how it looks. It's coming on nice. Yeah, so as I say, you want it to boil for about 15 minutes. We're now halfway into the boiling. Let's give it some more time. Now let's prepare some honey. We want about, let's say, a tablespoon. Yeah, we want about a tablespoon of honey. So we're doing all the preparation so that our process can be very fast. Welcome to the program. It's for the first time you're coming across this program. This program is called Herb Tea Sunday. This program will be aired on YouTube live every Sunday at 2 p.m. where I will bring herbal tea blend, different ingredients for different quantity, different ways of doing it, because as you can see today I'm doing it in the pot, but there is some time I will be doing the teas in something like this for those teas that don't need to be boiled too much. There's teas that we're making that don't need to be boiled as much as this, but just need to be brewed. But this one need to be boiled for 10 to 15 minutes. So therefore, that's why we have it in the pot. Let me cover it for a bit. Let's listen to, see if we can find something to listen to in the meanwhile. While that is boiling up, let me heal up a few people. Want to heal up my bridging Herman, the Frenchman out there in Ivory Coast. Heal up my bridging, what's his name? Jermaine. Yeah, heal up my bridging Jermaine. I know he's watching, and if he's not watching live, he's gonna be watching this. Heal up my bridging Jermaine. I want to thank all the subscribers. As you can see, my subscribe have grown. I've gone up to 3,000 plus. The goal is 5,000 within the next year. So this is December. So from January to the next December, I want to get another 1,000 subscribers. So we want to get to 5,000 subscribers as soon as possible. So far we are 3,800 plus. I want to just thank all subscribers for subscribing, all the people who subscribe. And if you're watching this program and this is something that you like, please like the video. If it's something that you might come back and see, please subscribe to the channel. If you know someone who might want to see something like this, then please share the video. I know we're dealing with tea, but someone once asked me, because I'll leave that because it's a bit tricky. Not everybody wants to talk about that. But we also deal with spirituality and religion, because the herbs is for the healing of the nation, and the herbs is connected to the spiritual vibration. So you also want to set yourself a certain way spiritually when you're dealing with the herbs. You don't have to be Jesus or Allah or whatever. Those are the main ones. Jesus, Allah, and Buddha. But you can set up yourself to connect to the universe in a certain way, so that, there is an entity that is higher than the I and I. Yeah, and that's all my beliefs. And if it's not one entity, there is more than one entities. And that's why you have different religions. Most people believe that they're praying to the same God or the same. But I believe there is different gods. And these different people are praying to their own gods. Our problem is, as melanated people, we do not have our own God or gods. Henceforth, we are praising, in my belief, and this is just my opinion, somebody else sees God. Just my opinion. So I think we should find a way, or we could find the love of self, the man or woman in the mirror, and imagining that image as a god or a goddess, and pray to, because you shouldn't, according to the written word, they shouldn't have no graven images. So the whole thing wrong, man. And if you want me to go into that some more, just put a yes in the comment box. If you want me to go into that some more on the next program while I'm doing the tea, just put a yes in the comment box, and I will know that that's what you're saying. So here is the 15 minutes, I believe, finished. Or the 10 I set, because it was boiling for a little time before that. So you turn off your fire, whether wood fire, coal fire, gas fire, or electric fire. You cover it for a bit, and you give it another 3 minutes to what I would call it brew. So give it another 3 minutes. So we set another timer for 3 more minutes. Yeah, I will use this to take it up and use this to put it in. So let me clear this side. There's my cup. Yeah, should be alright there. And there's, let's see if I find the strainer. Yes, we got the strainer. Let's give it a little rinse, as it has been used. You see, we don't know more than nobody else. This is just an opinion. To some people it don't make sense, but to some it makes sense. Welcome to the program, those who just joined. Welcome to the program. This program is called Herb Tea Sunday. And we are on the air every Sunday at 2 p.m. UK time. Every Sunday, 2 p.m. UK time. That's henceforth. So I believe this tea is ready. Okay. Still give it another minute to finish brew. Give it another minute to finish brew. Look at that. It's looking so nice. I like that color. So let's get some now. This is how I'm doing it still. You can do it how you want to do it, but this is how I'm doing it. This pot is heavy, so I don't really want to lift it up. It's a cast iron pot. It's quite heavy. Alright. There we go. So we have our tea here. Now, 1 tablespoon of honey. We don't want it too sweet. I would say that's a tablespoon. And then give that a little mix. So let's taste that and tell you what's up, how it go. Nice.
This can do it in a much lesser way to make people feel much better.
Very nice.
That are living through tremendous pain and problems. 40 states and multiple U.S. territories have already recognized the use of medical marijuana. This reclassification order will make it far easier to conduct marijuana-related medical research, allowing us to study benefits, potential dangers, and future treatments. It's going to
beautiful.
have a tremendously positive impact, I believe. We're also asking Congress to reconsider its classification of hemp-derived CBD to ensure seniors can access CBD products they have found beneficial for pain and other reasons. Some people are literally dying, and they're dying with tremendous pain. And this.
And the thing is, and nobody know say the herbs is for the healing of the nation. Say what you want to say about this fella. I think he's a bit different, you know.
I promise to be the president of common sense, and that is exactly what we're doing. This is really something having to do with common sense, and it's something having to do with the fact that so many people that I respect ask me to do. People that are having problems, big problems. They are having big problems with illness, with cancer in particular. I now want to ask Dr. Ross to say a few words, followed by Dr. Braun, Dr. Casseret, Dan Wiley, and Dr. Valkow, and we'll sign the order as soon as they're complete, and we'll take some questions. Please, go ahead.
Mr. President, thank you for always bravely pushing for common sense change, as you call it. So President Trump, Secretary Kennedy have been pushing for change. They're passionate in their desire to help the American people, and they have relentlessly pursued this agenda throughout this administration. This also includes a deep passion for research. Gold standard research, as Secretary Kennedy also says. But there's another side of the president that often isn't reflected in media reports, and that's the deep passion he has for the people in his life. And he has called me frequently about the people who are calling him, as he alluded to, who are saying that they've got problems and they got relief from some of the solutions we're talking about today. Howard Kessler, who's standing behind me here, was a mutual friend of ours, was an early caller of the president. Many others have ever reached out as well. And Howard's been a passionate advocate for avoiding narcotics, especially in seniors, and particularly seniors suffering from cancer. And that's a population that is a very important one. And it's a sympathetic population that's desirous of trying new ways, besides some of the conventional approaches that have been tested by pharmaceutical companies but have untoward side effects. At the beginning of the year, one of the first things the president told me, he doesn't actually tell you, he demanded from me, that my agency, CMS...
It's very hot, so I'm going slow.
You have to know.
But I'm still going.
Use the whole tools at his wherewithal to find a better way to help seniors. A passion for a population that has gotten left behind with these discussions. I promised that we would find an answer, even though it had not been done before. And today we are delivering on that promise. Today, our Innovation Center and CMS is announcing a new model and additional actions to give seniors access to cannabinoids. These are CBDs. They're not addictive, which many are already using to manage pain. There's some clinical evidence that's showing that CBDs provide relief from common conditions that affect Americans, including cancer symptoms and chronic pain and a slew of other problems that affect disproportionately seniors and our veterans. And 6 in 10 people who use the CBDs report that they improve their pain. I think all of those people are calling the president.
But the only problem with the CBD, I accept that, but the only problem with it, they're selling it too expensive.
There's a reason, Mr. President, that every president before you has whiffed on this issue. It's tough. And I know there's going to be a lot of discussion about it. That's why we're so passionate about making it clear that this patchwork that we're working within now, the laws and regulations, they're leaving patients and doctors without adequate guidance on the safeguards of how to use these products, even though they're still being used. At Medicare, we cover 68 million Americans, including people under the age of 65. And they did not have a way of providing these treatments until today. With the president's insistence, that's all changes. The Innovation Center models are going to allow millions of Americans on Medicare to become eligible to receive CBD as early as April of next year, and at no charge, if their doctors recommend them. Thanks to the hard work of the entire CMS team, especially Abe Sutton and Gita Dio at the Innovation Center, the accountable care organizations in this country working in Medicare will be able to provide these products, again, at no cost to patients. Medicare Advantage insurers, and we've been calling them, are also agreeing to consider CBD to be used for the 34 million Americans that they cover. If you can hear my voice and you're over 65, you should pay attention to this executive order because it's going to touch your life. Again, this all becomes active after the first quarter of next year. These CBD products must first meet local and state quality and safety standards. They must come from legitimate sources. They must abide by other regulations of those states. With these boxes checked, patients can be eligible for up to $500 of hemp-derived products each year. This is the first government-led testing of quality and outcomes for patients across different conditions, and it delivers on the need for more data collection and research into hemp usage. CMS is going to collect data, that's our job, on the patients that are being given these products by their physicians. And in accordance with all the privacy and security regulations, we're going to analyze that data, we're going to make it publicly available to everybody to be able to analyze with us. If it shows promise, we will expand access to these products to even more conditions amongst Medicare and Medicaid beneficiaries. I want to thank not just the Secretary, but
my age, I know a special toy when I see one. I bought this robot puppy thinking it would last a week. That was 6 months ago.
Carrie, we want a lot of companies who are doing this research that approach the FDA for formal approval. That is the right way to move forward. And Jay Bhattacharya, who's hiding in the back, he rarely hides, but Jay runs NIH. He's agreed to support initiatives to study the data that we're collecting. Howard Kessler, God bless you for being a pain in our sides. Mr. President, he's promised to stop calling you. But I said on this issue, we'll call you on other issues. And I thank you again from the bottom of my heart for taking a difficult stance.
Thank you very much. Okay.
Mr. President, members of the Cabinet, thank you so much for the opportunity to be here and for your leadership in rescheduling cannabis from Schedule 1 to Schedule 3. This decision will accelerate scientific research and expand what can responsibly be studied. I'm a cancer psychiatrist and medical cannabis researcher at the Dana-Farber Cancer Institute. Over the past decade, federal investment in research has helped transform cancer care. People are living longer than ever before. But cancer care is not only about treating the tumor, it's also about addressing the anxiety, the fear, the stress that can come with a diagnosis, symptoms that can interfere with treatment and make recovery much more difficult. Many medications we use for acute anxiety carry significant risks, particularly in the older adults. That's why we're studying specific natural compounds found in cannabis, including the non-addictive cannabidiol, to understand whether they can safely and effectively help manage anxiety during cancer treatment. Rescheduling allows us to ask these questions rigorously about dosing, about safety, and who may benefit most. This research reflects the best of federal investment, helping people not only live longer, but live better. Thank you, Mr. President, for supporting careful, science-based research that puts patients first.
Thank you. Thank you, Doc.
Well, I want to stop right here. I want to also thank you for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. After 400 plus years, the people who is in power are still powerful in the world, are finally accepting that the herbs is for the healing of the nation. Please join us next week for another edition of Herb Tea Sunday, which will be on this channel live at 2 p.m. UK time. Have a wonderful day, have a wonderful holiday, and have a wonderful week, and look after yourself. There we go.